What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video I want to talk about what is a good warm-up, especially for people who train at home, who do a lot of bodyweight stuff and have limited equipment. A good warm-up basically is something I divide in two parts. Part number one is greasing up your joints, which I'll explain in a few seconds what that is, and number two is rehearsing movements. So starting with number one, greasing up your joints. Now, your joints, just like hinges, just like a door's hinges, have inner fluid in them in order to function more properly. So, for example, if a door would squeak, you would add some grease on it and it would function more. So our joints basically have their own inner grease, if you want to say that, which is called synovial fluid. So the more you warm up your joints, the more you go through movements that target the whole range of a joint, the better this fluid flows around, if you would say it in a simple way, and the better your joint is going to work. Now, this synovial fluid also tends to drop in the amount you have it in your body as you get older, but also if you are not using your joints in their whole natural ranges of motion, which is something that happens a lot with people nowadays, and probably something that happens to people a lot earlier than it should be, because we are so inactive. Now, what can you do in order to improve the function of your joints by increasing the synovial fluid in your joints and make it basically flow all around the joint more in a more balanced way? Well, the best way I found is mobility drills. Now, what are mobility drills? Mobility drills are basically little exercises you could do. You can add them in your warm-up, which is what I do, and they go through the whole range of motion of a joint. Of course, if you use all the appropriate exercises. For example, one mobility drill for your shoulders would be the Egyptian, which I love a lot, which is basically this thing over here. Now, as you can see, I'm rotating my humerus, the bone of my arm, inside the shoulder joint, and this way I'm going through a movement that a lot of us neglect nowadays. And using a lot of exercises like that in your warm-up is a great way to warm up that doesn't also require a lot of equipment. So number two are movement rehearsals, as I said, and by that I mean doing targeted movements that are going to be something you're going to be doing later, basically a movement pattern that looks a lot with what you'll be doing later. For example, I do weighted lunges, so in my warm-up I'm definitely going to do simple lunges with my body weight. If I'm going to do pull-ups that day, I'm definitely going to do some chin-ups. So you see, they don't have to be like the same exactly movement. Like chin-ups and pull-ups are pretty similar but not the same, but it's close enough. So these are the most two important factors that a good warm-up should include. I've made some videos. Captain Jack Marrow will put them above in a link or something, and I'm going to also be making some new of these warm-ups, some examples in the future, so stay posted, and I'll next time keep on training.